Let's move on now. Israeli security forces are currently on maximum alert following 4 deadly terror attacks in less than 3 weeks in the heart of Israel, including in Tel Aviv. On Sunday, about 100 Palestinians reportedly broke into the historic tomb of Joseph, which was smashed and then torched. The rioting came amid allegations and clashes between Palestinians and Israeli forces in the Jen area. Our correspondent Jody Cohen spoke with the senior research fellow at Israel's Institute for National Security Studies, Dr. Kobi Michael, to find out the reason behind this escalation in violence. Listen in.
What is, and in your opinion, should Israel be doing to try and prevent further attacks?
First of all, to understand and to internalize the idea that this is a system, okay, and not any separate events. And once understanding that this is a system, we have to deal with the organizing rationale of this system and with the main generators of this system. And as I have mentioned just before, we have, first of all, to deal with Hamas. We have to stop cooperating with Hamas and its dual or dialectic strategy, where on the one hand, they are doing all the efforts in order to combine all the fronts against the state of Israel, including the Arab citizens of the state of Israel. And on the other hand, they separate the Gaza Strip, keeping the Gaza Strip calm because they have their interests there and they need the calm in the Gaza Strip, first of all, in order to rebuild their terror capacities that were damaged during the last operation last May, and secondly, in order to continue the reconstruction projects which are led mainly by Egypt and Qatar and contribute to the humanitarian situation, to the economy of the Gaza Strip, and thirdly, to get more working permits for Palestinian workers from the Gaza Strip.
Some of the attacks and many attempted attacks over the past few weeks have come from the areas under Palestinian control. What is and should the Palestinian Authority be doing to ease tensions?
So first of all, they have to stop their dual game and dual speech, and they have to be very strict with regard to terrorism in their territories. Secondly, I think that the Palestinian Authority should continue the cooperation, the security cooperation with the IDF and with the general security services in Israel. And thirdly, I think that they have to understand that if they will not act against the terror groups in the Palestinian territories, at the end of the day, they will suffer from the consequences.
Many people around the world believe that if Israel withdraws from the settlements, these attacks would stop. Do you think that's the case, and what's the long-term solution?
Settlements cannot be considered as an excuse for terror attacks, okay? And even if there are some disputes and even serious disputes and disagreements between Israel and the Palestinians with regard to the settlements are not the problem, okay? They were not the problem when we were in the political track with the Palestinians, because there is a basic agreement between the Israelis and the Palestinians with regard to the future of the settlements.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.